Once upon a time, in a quiet, distant village nestled between rolling hills, there lived a wise old potter named Arun. His hands, rough from years of labor, worked magic with clay, shaping the most exquisite pots adorned with delicate carvings and deep symbolism. People traveled from faraway lands, not just to buy his creations, but to listen to the wisdom he infused into every piece. His workshop was more than a place of craftsmanship. It was a sanctuary of life's greatest lessons. One evening, as the sun dipped below the horizon, casting golden hues across the village, a young man named Ravi approached the potter's humble workshop. His shoulders slumped, his eyes filled with sorrow, and his breath came heavy with despair. He had fought battles no one had seen. His business had crumbled, his relationships had turned distant, and with each failure, a part of him felt like it was shattering beyond repair. Tears welled up in his eyes as he whispered, "Why is life so cruel? No matter how hard I try, I keep failing. I feel broken." His voice cracked, revealing the weight of his hopelessness. Arun, with eyes that held the wisdom of time, did not rush to answer. Instead, he smiled gently and reached for a lump of wet clay. Handing it to Ravi, he said, "Shape this into something beautiful." Ravi hesitated, his fingers trembling as he pressed into the cool, damp earth. He tried molding it into a vase, but the clay refused to hold form. Again and again, it collapsed beneath his touch, leaving him even more frustrated. His patience wore thin as he exhaled sharply, his fingers clenching into fists. "This is impossible. The clay is too weak," he muttered, his voice heavy with defeat. The old potter let out a soft chuckle, shaking his head. "Ah, my boy, the clay is not weak. It simply hasn't been through the fire yet." Taking Ravi by the arm, he led him to a glowing kiln, where freshly shaped pots sat inside, exposed to an intense, crackling fire. The air shimmered with heat, and Ravi instinctively stepped back, feeling its intensity. Arun's voice was calm but firm. "This fire is what gives the clay its strength. Without enduring the flames, it will always remain fragile and unfinished. But once it faces the fire, it becomes unbreakable." Ravi's gaze locked onto the pottery inside the kiln. He watched as the dull, soft clay gradually transformed into solid, magnificent vessels, each standing resilient against the heat. His heart pounded as realization washed over him. The fire of life, the struggles, the failures, the pain, was not meant to break him. It was meant to mold him, to harden him, to refine him into something stronger than before. A wave of understanding filled his soul. He turned to Arun, his eyes glistening, but this time not with despair, with determination. A smile, small but genuine, found its way to his lips. "I understand now. My hardships, they are my fire." Arun nodded, pride shining in his aged eyes. "Yes, and one day you will look back at them and realize they were never there to destroy you, only to make you stronger." From that moment on, Ravi embraced his challenges, not with fear, but with the knowledge that they were shaping him into something unbreakable. Moral of the story: life's hardships are not meant to break us. They are meant to mold us, shape us, and prepare us for greatness. Just like clay needs fire to become strong, we too need challenges to become the best version of ourselves. Never give up. Your struggles are forging your strength.